friends, this video review is for If I Were a Weapon by Skye Kilaen. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that. So if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on my blog, then there's a link within the post. And this is the video review. So, If I Were a Weapon by Skye Kilaen. Very, very exciting, this one. And I'm so glad it's part of the series too, because it's really set up for something super exciting. So I'm hoping I'm going to get this character name right. So Deneve has been infected by nanites because there was this alien presence that sort of appeared over Earth, and suddenly she can see the future, but now she finds to be free she kind of has to be on the run. Jolie, as a result of the same alien presence being around, has discovered that she can use fire. What an amazing thing to have. And she's kind of living in solitude to keep herself safe and keep everybody else safe, because it's not until Deneve turns up that she sort of realizes that there's more to this, because Deneve turns up on a mission to kind of keep her safe and keep her from being taken, and they then have this sort of growing connection because of what's happened to them and what that means for them. But it means danger does loom at every turn for them both as well. So it's a very exciting start to what I know will be a really promising sci-fi series. I love Deneve and Jolie. They were introduced, and the second that happened, they were just really cute. They had such a lovely way of being around one another, because they were wary of everything around them, which was understandable. They didn't really understand why they'd been brought into one another's lives until they started learning more about each other. And because of the danger that surrounded them, being found out that they'd been part of this alien presence, because something's trying to go around and collect up all these people, they were sort of wary of what could be chasing them both, and therefore whether anything was a trap, including each other. So that sort of meant the connection they shared was great, but they were so wary of it that they took a little bit of time to act on it. So the awkwardness really made them they weren't only just coming to terms with their own lives and what happened to them. It had become what it meant for the future, both individually, and it gave them a chance to trust and try to embrace these new powers and work together to do good and support one another and figure out the bigger picture with other people that had been sort of affected in this way. So throughout the story, Skye's dealt with quite sensitive topics, and they've all been done with compassion and understanding, and making sure that where the characters are going through experiences or sharing feelings and emotions about things they've experienced, it's all done with understanding and a lot of care as to how difficult the situation that Jolie and Deneve find themselves in really is, because it's quite intense. It was also exciting to have that edge, that little bit of adventure and excitement built in, because obviously when you're being chased, that pace runs throughout the story, and it really did run throughout the story really well. And especially as they started to learn more about one another and others like them, it really built into all that sort of apprehension about, oh, will they be okay? I really hope they're going to be okay. Because there's a lot that they could lose if they get found out, or if the wrong person tracks them down, or and so they were still on edge the whole time, but they did learn to work together and be this perfect team. So I really admired Jolie's kindness as well. She was instantly sort of without question helping Deneve, who was very new to all of this, whereas Jolie had a little bit of exposure and access to support from other people with special abilities. And so even if she was struggling to trust those people at times, she just sort of took it on herself to help Deneve and be really sweet to her, because Deneve had essentially saved her the one time that she got a little bit distracted. So I'm really excited to find out where this adventure is going to take them in the next story, and I can't wait for more of this series. So I really enjoyed it, and I hope you will too. I'll pop a link in the description so you can grab a copy of If I Were a Weapon by Skye Kilaen. If you've read it, would love to know what you thought of it, so please do comment and share your thoughts. If you haven't read it yet but you're planning to read it, it's on your to-be-read list, or you're super intrigued and thinking, yeah, I really want to read that, then again, please do share, because it's always great to find out what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, I really hope you enjoy it. Bye!